Hello everybody, welcome to a brand new series or mini-series on Banners of Ruin, a brand new early access deck builder. Combines the kind of deck building style of like a Slay the Spire Monster Train with a party management style RPG and you know, kind of like a Darkest Dungeon or something. You have your team of units that all have permadeath. You try to keep them alive. Each of them have their own unique set of cards that they can attribute to battle. And once their HP hits 0 in the battle, they're removed from your party forever. It's that, but they are all animals, kind of red wall style. Let's pop in here so we actually can't. Okay, we can't change our class if we want to be in the tutorial. I do want to turn on the tutorial. I'll try to move through it pretty quickly here, but there's a lot to cover, and I want to make sure that I don't miss the obvious stuff. The Blackfoots have been dealt a mighty blow from the fearsome house Ender. Landon seeks his revenge. You and the others loyal to the cause have been tasked with bringing the great city of Dawn's Point to its knees. The odds are against you. Party information. The hotbar displays the number of cards in your deck, the number of members in your party, and the florins, which is your money. So we have 8 cards, 1 person in our party. You can see that on the left too. Try clicking the deck icon. So these are cards. These are all cards you take into combat. It includes any cards your characters are carrying. If they die, the cards go too. So yeah, each character will have their own unique cards that you can get by upgrading them through like a semi-skill tree style system. Also, the weapons they are carrying will determine what attacks they have as well and how much damage they'll do. Try clicking the party icon. Right there. Here you can see all the characters in your party. It's a small party for now, aka it's just one. Try selecting your character. In this view screen, you can see all the cards they have equipped. This character has a hatchet as their primary weapon. So you have a main hand and an offhand. You can dual wield, or you can have a two-hand. I imagine there's a shield as well. I have not run into a shield yet, but there probably is one. Hatchet is a one-handed axe, indicated in the top right of the card. Secondary slot is free and could take another one-handed weapon card. We currently don't have one, though. Two-handed weapons can take up both weapon slots. There's also definitely a bow and arrow that will take up 2 weapon slots. And like I said, those have their unique attacks to them. That do completely different things. Your campaign will take place across several streets, each with an elite enemy at its end. These are all our streets, left, middle, right. Each lane ends to a service. Once you're done with a service and fight the elite, you'll move to the next street. Alright, so campaign cards. It looks like there's some guards in your way. The cards on the left and right have counters. After selecting a card, any counters on the remaining cards will tick down. When they reach 0, they'll be removed from the street. Character's badly hurt, you should take the herbal remedy and heal up so you can survive the next fight. So yeah, you can see up there, he's missing half his health right now, and like I said, if that hits 0, he's dead. If all of our characters hit 0, we lose. These campaigns are relatively long. It's not going to be... If we're successful, it's not going to be one campaign per video. It's going to be across multiple. You need to regroup with your companion, who must be somewhere in the center lane. You'll have to resolve the combat to see what's further down the street. So you can see here, these now are blocked. These are tunnel walls. We can't go any further here. We have to do the one in the middle, which is enter combat. You're going to get ones that are not combat, things that are choices, kind of like that whole FTL, Slay the Spire style. Like, you find a person in need. Do you help them and gain money, or do you kill them and gain, you know, this? Whatever. Vitality and armor. Vitality is the character's HP. Armor is the character's defense. It's applied at the start of combat. You can get armor that you can put on your units that'll either increase the amount of armor that you get every fight, or do something else entirely. The armor comes back every fight. The HP does not. The HP you have to heal through out-of-combat means... or special cards in-game that I have not seen yet. Stamina and will. All characters have stamina. The yellow one on the left and will on the right. Will come back at the beginning of each fight. Yellow, the stamina will come back at the beginning of each turn. So you have 2 types of resources. One that's like, you can use it literally every turn, and one that is once per combat effectively. You can increase both of those stats, but currently we have 2 of the stamina and 1 of the will. Enemies come in all shapes and sizes. They have vitality defense just like you, and use a range of abilities. You can see what they'll do with their intent. The intent is on the bottom there. So they're both intending to do 8 damage to me, which is going to break my armor. 8 plus 8 is more than 14. These intend you to attack you for 8 damage each. You can see who they're targeting by hovering over them. They're both targeting the only person here, which is me. Enemies attack in the order of their position. The enemies are both in the front rank, but you'll also encounter others in the back rank too. Front rank, back rank. If weapon cards can only be played by, or weapon cards can only be played by the character wielding that weapon, the symbol at the top of the card matches the character's symbol. Try use the hatchet to attack the enemy. You can see right here and right there. We'll have different units that'll have different symbols, so we can draw a whole bunch of cards. Every unit is going to have their own energy and will, so you can shuffle around who's using what attacks, but there's these certain ones that come with the character. I don't know. I think they're often stronger, but I don't know for sure. And that makes it so, though you can't use those on other characters. If we had a second character here, we would not be able to play that for them. Your character gained the charge status effect. It's a trigger effect whenever you use an attack. Basically, we have 2 stacks of it right now. If we do an attack that would do 1 damage, it would do 3 damage because it would do +2 to it. And basically what it's trying to tell me here is that Rush is a multi-strike attack, so it would apply the 2 damage on every single hit. So instead of doing 1 damage 3 times, it would do 3 damage 3 times. Which I think it's trying to tell me to do on this guy right here. Yep. You show them. Now you're out of stamina, but one of your cards costs 0 stamina to play. Time to use it. Boom. 6 damage. Good. End of your turn, you can't play any more cards. You should end your turn. At the start of your next turn, you draw cards from your hand, from your draw pile. If there aren't enough cards in your draw pile, you'll shuffle your discard pile. Of course, I mean, that's pretty darn standard deck builder stuff right there. And he's planning to do more damage. We best stop that. Use Sharpened Steel. Does 8 damage. It also applies Bleed, which is your standard damage over time effect, but it does pierce through shields, which can be useful. End of combat rewards, you get some XP split between characters, but you also may find some money and the choice of a card. We can pick one of these to add to our deck, but we also don't have to, because deck bloat is very much a thing in this, like it is in every other, every other deck builder to an extent. Especially since we're going to probably get more units, and there's going to be some cards that we may just like not be able to play for combat here, especially these ones that cost will. We would, with only 1 will on 1 unit right now, we would literally only ever be able to play this card once. Apply 5 armor to a target ally, swap positions with them. It just doesn't seem like it'll be good right now. Apply 15 armor to an ally, active character, and the ally both gain winded, which makes them lose a little bit of stamina, which is their energy. Deal 8 damage if the final damage dealt exceeds 12 through like the charge effect, like we're talking with the plus damage. Gain 2 stamina and 4 restoration, which is another way to restore health. You know what? Let's go with that. We have some light synergy with that in our deck with the ability to add charge. You emerge victorious, revealing your companion. Select an old friend, add them to your party. Any cards he's carrying will be added to your deck. Ruffersmith. Oh no, you've been ambushed. Ambush blocks all the remaining lanes. Resolving any one of these will remove them all. So yeah, we got a new unit here. Bam. Yeah, he's got a 2-handed sword, which does a good old-fashioned AoE attack for 12 damage. All right. Pop in. Doesn't matter which one we click, I don't think. I think they're all literally the same right now. Enemies on different ranks attack on alternating turns. The next rank to attack is indicated by the red bar. If you kill all the enemies in the active rank, the other rank will get their turn instead. So, basically, these two are going to attack, and then we attack. Or, I mean, we attack, and then these two attack. And then we attack again, and then this guy attacks. And then we attack again, and then they attack. Is basically what it's saying right there. Cards are played by the active character. You can switch your active character by clicking them. And like I was saying, we have, the 2 energy right there, and the 1 will. So it's making me play the Great Sword to do the AoE attack right there. Whoa, look at that damage! But now your bear is out of stamina. You should switch back to your weasel. Attack the enemy on the rear rank with the hatchet, then finish him off with rush. Then you can take out another enemy with no mercy. Yep, thank you. Finish him off with rush. Bump, bump, bump. No mercy. This is the 0 cost one. All right. Out of energy, end turn. Keeps on making us finish them with the one that does bleed, so we can't even show up what bleed does. Okay, so these are all random. We did the tutorial on stream, and it, yeah, it was completely different cards, so that's cool. Deal 5 damage. If the opponent's in the back rank, deal 12 instead. Meh? Maybe? 1 energy to do 12 damage seems decent. Anticipation. Next time this character loses health from an attack, they gain 20 shield for every stack of anticipation. But that only works if they lose red health. Could be, I mean, I don't know. It could be good. Deal 5 damage. Let's pick it. Let's get it, make sure we get something defensive. Okay, we got a character that leveled up. So now we get to upgrade either the stamina or the will. I'm going to go with the stamina, so we have 3 energy to play with instead of just 2. And then we can get a card as well. Lose all stamina. Gain twice that amount in charge. Deal 8 damage to target and all enemies of the same race. Gain miasma. Every time you draw a card, apply 1 poison. So poison's a damage over time effect that actually stacks up every turn instead of stacks down. Bleed ticks down every turn. Poison stacks up. So it slowly ramps up to do more damage. I'm going to go with Rising Storm, since we have that card that we need to do extra damage to get that extra effect. And we also have the multi-strike attack. I think it'll go well with those two. Open the hatch and enter the city. I think that's kind of implying that we're starting our run now. We might be out of the super tutorial phase. Your turn. Yep, I think we're out of the tutorial phase. So, Rising Storm, we have to actually use that on the Weasel since it's his talent. I might want to do that. So, draw a card, gain 1 Vigor. Vigor is a thing that makes it so the next attack you play, or the next time you expend stamina, it is all completely refunded. And we can actually do a weird thing like this. We can draw a card and gain that, so the next time we spend energy, it's refunded. So we actually did it right there. We got 4 charge. It got refunded there. The thing is, I kind of wish we did our hatchet first. Well, but then we would have less charge. Because if we break their armor with this, we gain 2 charge. Should we just pop off? Should just do this? How much is it going to do? 5 times 3 does 15. I mean, we could kill this one right here with 1 move. I feel like it's a decent enough idea. We'll see what you're going to do. 8 damage here. 8 damage here is hardly that big of a deal. Hatchet. Break the armor. And then, I don't know that I want to expend my my charge on this Stinky Dinky move. So do no mercy. Swap them to target position. Oh! So he's attacking this spot. So we actually are dodging the attack. That's really neat. Okay. But that did use up our will. So that was one of the things I was talking about. It's a one-time a fight situation. If final damage exceeds 12, gain 2 stamina and 4 restoration. So it would do 10 right now if we did momentum to discard a card, which I kind of feel like doing. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's just do it. We can do that. So we should have gained the stamina back. We did indeed. Then we also should have got restoration. I guess maybe I didn't. Maybe I misunderstood something. I might have misunderstood. Okay. And then we're going to put on the anticipation because we're going to take damage and 1 bleed. So we will indeed lose red health, which will make us gain the 20... Yeah, the 20 shield. In theory, at the very least. Or at least oh, heck. I think we did. I think we might have done it backwards. We might have done it backwards. Do the same thing here. If final damage dealt exceeds 12, gain 2 stamina and 4 restoration. We might actually... I think we got the restoration and then it just ticked down immediately and it did nothing since we were at full. Is that what it was? I think that might have been it. Swap positions with target party member. See, that's pretty expensive, but it doesn't cost any will. Remove all bleed on target ally and apply 5 shield. So bleed can be really annoying because it does, like I said, it pierces shield, so you can, in bad situations, I think it can really stack up to do damage that really extends out of combat extremely. So I'm definitely tempted. Select a target. If the position in front of them is vacant, move them into it. So it pulls somebody forward, basically. This seems like just a little too expensive, so I'm between either field dressing to... I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna invest in defense. Quick round, heal party 50%. We don't need that. Discards a random combat. Interesting. Select a card, move it to this lane, +1 counter. I mean, select a card to get +1 and move it to this lane. Let's keep these. What does it mean, discard a random? Weapons and armor. Because these are going to stay, and it looks like it's an extra tough combat. We'll do that. Okay, so now we could either fight or hide. Discard from each other lane. Let's just... I want to hide. I want to see what happens. Oh, God. Courage, a chance to improve. This will take some guts. Strength can be found through adversity or execute decision. You dispatch the militia guards with ease. However, one mouse is left, begging you at your feet for his life. All right, let's see it. You meander through the narrow passages of the city when you hear a command from behind. Halt, what's your business? You and your men take down the guards in swift response with ease. One mouse remains, trips and falls back through a corner. Please have mercy. I was just doing my job. What should we do? Permanently ruin a card or let him go? So ruined cards, they're not removed from your deck. They're turned into... I don't know if they're always bad cards, but the last time I ruined a card, I ruined one card, and it turned it into kind of a mediocre card. But there's decks that you can play around with that synergize with ruined cards. It's a keyword on it. I'm going to see what letting him go does. You leave the mouse, who scurries off in the other direction. A short while later appears again in your path. And this time with more friends. There they are. Get them. Okay, so now it's a fight. And now he's not even here, the absolute jerk. I should have killed him when I had the chance. So 2 attacks are coming in for Bear. And it's going to be... Okay. 16 damage. Oh, vitality from an attack. That's why we didn't get it. Because the bleed was not an attack. Alright, so with the bear, let's do the brace. And then we'll take 2 red health damage. We'll take 2 red health damage. I think that's okay. Just to gain the 20 armor. Momentum. Gain 3. We can make this do 11 damage, so we're not even going to get the... Yeah, we're not even going to get to the stamina. We could do it just to do a lot of damage anyways. I think let's kill a backline if we can. Let's work on killing a backline. Because next turn, it's the backline's turn. If we can kill one of them and make it so we don't take damage, that'd be great. Alright, it's their turn. Yep. Alright. Draw a card and gain 1 vigor. Okay. I was kind of hoping we would gain the one that made it so we, like, sacrifice all of our energy. Oh, well. Okay, so... the 2 cost seems pretty decent. Because then we get all of our energy back. So he's going to die to the bleed. But we almost might as well just do the no mercy, because, like, what else am I going to... It's only ever going to target that guy because he has the lowest vitality. So... I want to do the AoE. I want to do the big hit. So we can, okay, so that we can apply 5 armor without having to remove the bleed. So that, it makes it a more versatile card. I'm glad it's not only that. All right, can we do 10 damage? I'm almost certain of it. Aw, man. Okay, well. Oh, I misclicked. And one major thing that's bad about this, the only major thing that I've noticed that I did not like about this game, you cannot go back once you click a card. It is in early access, and I very much expect that to change, but that obviously was not what I wanted to do. Obviously is not what I wanted to do, because now I have to expend quite a bit more to do the same thing. Twice 0. I'm going to get 2 times 0 amount, because this guy would be... yeah, it's okay. Ooh, boy. Please, can we get the remove a bleed? No? No? Uh-oh. Yeah, it's going to be... it's more damage than I'd really like to take. Ma. Get you out of here. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Wait. If I moved him here, would he have avoided the attack? I guess maybe each attack only has... I guess it's probably because he's ranged. He can probably hit anywhere. There's no point, right, to mess with any of this. Discard a card, gain 3. I guess that there is a point, because we gain the charge. It does conserve between turns. So there's totally a point. Can we kill this turn? That's 15. We can kill this turn. There's no point to bother with the bleed. I don't think we're gonna... yeah, we don't get bled at the end of the turn, even like if we finished it off. Select a target. If the position behind them is vacant, move them into it. Set up, deal 6 damage, apply 2 vulnerable, which makes them take 25% more damage from attacks, and then draw 2 cards. I mean, that seems pretty decent. Rear guard, if the active character is back rank, apply 6 shield to the entire front rank. This is something that would probably be good later when we have more units. The front rank is the front row. So if we could have, we could have 3 units up there. If we apply 6 armor to everybody in that rank, that seems like it'd be good. But that's a future thing. I'm not gonna base myself around it right now for that. This character removes all stacks of bleed, poison, cripple, vulnerable, overwhelm, and gain 3 shield for every stack cleared. Seems nice. Gain 2 stamina for every status effect on target opponent. These are all the status effects on the right there. Lose all stamina, gain twice that amount in charge. Honestly, let's just do that. Sure. We'll have the same thing on both boyos. Heavy patrol. Oh boy. So we could... it looks like an extra tough combat. But we can discard it, I guess? Yeah, we can. Enter elite combat. Investigate. Investigate. Overzealous guards or merchant in trouble. You see a merchant during a shakedown with some thugs. There doesn't seem to be any guards around. Choose from one of 3 skill cards or take 250 bucks. Let's see what we got. You approach the scene and address the thugs brandishing your steel. If you're looking for trouble, you found it. Doesn't take them long to excuse themselves. Thank you, strangers. I've never seen those brutes before. Where are those Auden guards when you need them? I tell you, please take something from my wares. Deal weapon damage and apply 1 overwhelm if dual wielding plus 1 overwhelm. For every stack of overwhelm, the character receives 25% more damage from attacks removed at the start of this character's turn. So I think the difference between this and the other one and vulnerable is that all of these get removed and vulnerable is over time. Like, it starts to tick down, so you can apply... I don't know. I could be wrong. Remove all your shield, deal damage equal to the amount lost. Obviously, that sounds really fun. We can't wombo combo that and the one that makes it so we refund an attack for right now, though. We might be able to get that later, but not right now. Let's go with Flurry for now. I don't know. Elite fight or clear street to this depth. Want to know what shows up when we do that? Yeah, we got combat. So there's a more elite combat and a non one. I want to go with the not as tough combat for now if we can, since we do have this boy in kind of dire straits here. Deal 6 damage, apply to vulnerable, draw 2 cards. Sure. I want to draw the second wind, because we can do second wind, rising storm. No, this is the wrong. Wait. Oh, good. We have the right rising storm over there. So now we have the +4 damage. This should be a totally 20 damage there. All right. All right. Good deal, dude. Good deal. We could have almost finished this in the first turn, to be honest. You do 2 times 4. It really doesn't even matter. Let's go with the Rising Storm, and we'll discard a card, so next turn we get a very, very easy kill. Like, not even a problem, man. Not even a problem. 6 times 3, right? Yep. See you in hell, mousy boy. Deal 5 damage each time you play this card in combat, plus 5 damage. If unplayed during cleanup, damage is reset. Cleanup? Is that shuffle? Wait. Cleanup. At the end of the turn when you're discarding your draw? Is my guess? Huh. Deal 5 damage if the opponent's in the back rank. Deal 12 instead. Select a target. This could be good. I'm going to say no, though. Maybe later when we had, like, more energy to play with, because eventually you can get, like, you could really, really easily get a ton of energy to play around with. Stamina. Hello, beaver boys! Second wind. Rising storm. You can very obviously do... okay, if we second wind into the Rising Storm, we got the 4, so that makes Invigorating Blow do enough to gain the stamina and the regen. But it doesn't. We got the stamina, but not the regen. I think I'm confused about what that... Either that's bugged, or I'm confused about what it's on about. Okay. I want you dead for sure, because that's a lot of damage. 10 damage. We could obviously do this. You know, we'll do that. Kill with 1. Weaken, draw 2 cards. We'll see what's up. Oh, cool. Okay. I'm going to do No Mercy into the double buff there, because I think that we'll be able to get a card that utilizes it better next turn. We're not going to kill even with that extra 25% damage, so not a huge point. Flurry. Deal weapon damage, which is 8. For you, it's 12. I mean, I very much would like to just sweep your butt. But we have to waste a whole attack on you now? Yeah. And we probably should have... heck. We should have done the hatchet first. It's okay. This is kind of just a messy turn that... Just kind of a messy turn is all. Get out of here. You're attacking nothing. Okay. I wish you were the one attacking nothing. We should have... Because then I could have done this into hatchet on that guy. Would have been probably quite a bit more damage. Which is more... You're attacking nothing. No reason not to brace. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. I'm sure we can get a kill this turn. I'm sure. Without even thinking, I can just do that into... that. Without thinking. Proceeds to very clearly think. Select a target. So we've seen these ones before. There's more unlocks you can get as you level up out of the game. Okay, we can pick between stamina and will. I'm going to go with stamina. Here's another system, the talent system over here, the passive. Whenever this character kills an enemy with their attack, their max vitality, maximum HP is increased by 3. Cold-blooded, whenever this character ruins a card, they gain 5 charge. So we don't have any way to do that right now. Whenever this character takes damage, the attacker gets poisoned. So I'll be honest, I'm probably between this one that increases our max health over time, and the getting attacked applies the poison. I'm going to go with that, because if we can get 1 poison on literally every enemy, that could be a big deal. Hesitation, on expiring. On expiring, take 5 damage. So if we don't do this, we take damage. Cultist swears, buy cards. What do you got? Deal weapon damage. We have $673. Deal weapon damage and apply 4 bleed. Deal 3 damage times... Or 3 damage for every stack of bleed on the target. That could be good if we had more bleed. Deal 5 damage. Apply 2 vulnerable and 1 bleed. That seems pretty good. Like the double stack of vulnerable. I'm going to save, though, because I think that there's a decent chance that we find a place to recruit another unit. The crazy weasel. This weasel babbles at you with a manic grin on his face before spluttering into a fits of cough. Wanna change a piece of yourself? Wheezy can help. Do we get a pick? Do we get a pick? We don't get a pick what it turns into, do we? What card is not feeling synergistic or not feeling useful? I mean, honestly, I don't know why. If final damage exceeds 12, gain 2 stamina. If final damage dealt exceeds 12. I guess I must be mistaken on how this card works. For the time being, since I don't know how it works, I'm going to ditch it. Since I just don't know how it works right now. Deal 6 damage, push the enemy to the back rank. If occupied, switch their positions. That's kind of interesting. I like this shrapnel move, though. Deal 5 damage. If it breaks the armor, deal 4 times 3. It's, like, super good with the charge. Off-duty guards. A chance to heal. Oh. The Blackfoot Weasel branches his arsenal of foul-looking concoctions under his cloak. These beauties are for some Ender Gold cloaks, but it looks like you could use some of this for the pain, that is. Hands you a familiar-looking bottle, carefully armored with a fine crafted leather. It's my last bottle. Chance to heal? Tastes foul enough that you wonder if he really did just poison you. Offering thanks, you look up to find him already vanished. So it did heal. But did we get poisoned as well, is I guess the question. Drunken guards either get 300 bucks or we can hide. Let's get the 300 bucks. Ah, oh, cool. Wow, dang. We could have just waited and healed ourselves here. Okay. Discard from each other lane or clear this street to depth. Let's do that. We're trying to get this, I believe, this counter up top down to the bottom. Ooh. 450 florins plus. Or we can go to the smithy to get provisions, or we can heal up. Let's go hire somebody. Hello, Hand of Fate man. Oh, look at this mouse! He's got a shield. A dagger and a shield, so we have to be careful because these get added to our deck. We have to want these. Dual-wielding daggers, +2 extra bleeding. He's not dual-wielding daggers. Gain 2 standard for each status effect on the target opponent. He doesn't have a ton of synergy in his cards. Exquisite Sword, 6 damage, attacks 3 times. Gain 5 armor. It seems really nice. It's a 2 cost. And he has the shield, deal weapon damage if the opponent has no allies on the rank, deal weapon damage twice more. This guy seems like the one to pick right now. I'm not going to pick another bear. For variety's sake, Islington, you're in. You're in, Islington. Oops. Do we get to decide where they are laid in the party? I don't think so. And we are entering the hideout. Safe house for you and your fellow loyalists. Slip in here to the next street. It's a trap. So here we are. We're at the this is kind of like the first quote-unquote like boss or like mini boss, I think. We have to do an elite combat. It's going to be a significantly tougher one than the prior fights. Hello there, Islington. Okay, so we did not gain the freebie. Oh boy. So what's happening? Everybody taking one? Yeah, everybody's taking one hit. That's kind of my ideal. I wish we could get this next turn when we are actually going to have bleed on us, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to say, sure, you just Rising Storm. Maybe next turn we can get the AoE swipe, and that'll go a long way. Man. Let's weaken you. Oh, that's right. We gain... Huh. Should we just prep for the future? I don't know. This is kind of mediocre, that play, I think, there. We're really, really prepped for next turn. If we get a multi-strike to use with Dannington and a multi-strike. Wait, yeah, multi-strike with Dannington and the AoE with Ruffersmith. That'd be great. We did not. Oh, hell. This is not great. Gain 18 shield and the extra armor. I mean, you should probably do that, right? Because this is just 6 damage. It's not very good. Not very good for us. Yeah. We got no multi-strikes. We could just play a little more defensive. I don't know that that's the way, though. Okay. Flurry to make him vulnerable. God, that just feels like such a huge waste. Yeah, this didn't really shake out how I was hoping it would. I want him to conserve his, his charge. Then you gain brace because you're probably going to lose HP. This will give you an extra 20. There you go. And there's that poison. And there's the 20. All right. Yikes. So multi-strikes on this guy would mean that poison would be applied to everyone, which would be pretty great. Exquisite sword. Shrapnel. There's a couple things that get benefit from breaking armor here, which is making it a little on the messier side here. Let's just go for it. Big number to both. Man. Yeah, this is just messy as hell. So we can break with the hatchet. You know what? Let's break with the hatchet here so that we can... No, we can't with shrapnel. Oh, man. We've really bungled it now, huh? That's not what I'm looking for. 6 damage, attack 3 times. You know what? Sure. Who do I want to brace? You know, you're gonna take a hit, but I feel like you should be the one bracing. And then nobody, yeah, I feel like we bungled that royally. There's a lot of room for, like, really big brain plays and a lot of room for really dumb plays. So now that you're on the back line, can we play with everybody? We can play with everybody. Okay. They weapon damage if they have no allies on the rank. They definitely do. I guess we'll discard. Yeah, we can't switch. That's right. I'm so used to Slay the Spire where you totally can switch. Or whoop. Or a monster train. Attack at the back line. That's fine. Back line, that's fine. And in fact, can we just, like, do this to make it so... Yeah, you just miss entirely. Alright, and that's... Yeah, that's for the rabbit man. So we can't do that with you. Oh, what? It didn't look like he was even going to be hitting him. I totally misunderstood that, I guess. Alright. Do we have a multi-strike? We have Rush. We have a multi-strike. We gotta do it. Is there anything we could apply the vulnerable? That's probably a good call. We also draw 2 cards here. Outnumbered. Okay. So now we have 8, so there should be 9 times 3 plus the additional damage from being vulnerable. What are you doing? You're attacking Mr. Rabbit Man. I mean, I would love to just pop you. Rabbit Man doesn't do very much damage because of the shield. That's just that. Does 4. He also has 7 charge, so it's actually going to do 11. Isn't it? It's going to do 11. It's just, first of all, let's do that. Let's just be a good boy. Be a good boy. And you're the only bear boy that can even do the bar race. In your bear face. Alright, we're fine. Was it definitely a bit on the old messy side. But shrapnel will do a metric booty load of damage. And it just keeps going. Gain a card. Every time you move, gain 5 charge. Every time you move an opponent, deal 5 damage. So it's a skill. Every time you move, gain 5 charge. Every time you move an opponent, deal 5 damage. This has got to be like a... It's got to be like a Slay the Spire style skill. Like, these are all called skills, but in Slay the Spire, it's like a thing that becomes a passive of the character. The phrasing, I can't imagine how this is a solitary one-use move, and this seems like a passive that you play it once and then it's for the whole fight. And the fact, okay, and it takes, I see, and it takes will. Okay, gain 6 armor and 1 charge. If the character has any neighbors of the same race, they all gain 12 armor and 5 charge. I mean, this is not relevant right now, but it could be later. I'm going to go with the strategy for now. All right, so here we go. We got a couple items. They both suck. Boy, they both suck. 14 armor, 10 armor. Man, we got really unlucky. We got really unlucky with that. And now we get to pick wealth for 1,000 florins, level up a character, or heal party to 100. The big question is, is it worth Islington's life to not get these major boons? Because especially since Islington has a very defensive build, we could put up the shield pretty easily, and we have ways to remove bleed. We could just play more defensive with this character, and it won't be that big of a deal. I think we want to, level up. Right? $1,000, though. That goes a long way. Let's level up. And I'm not going to level up Islington because I'm worried that he's just going to die, and the bear is so close to leveling up that I'm going to level up you, my boy. The bear is so close to just leveling up anyways. Apply Foul Wound. For 1 turn, whenever this target takes damage, they gain a poison. So with multi-hit attacks, that could be really interesting. Gain 2 stamina for each status effect on the target. Deal 12 damage if it breaks the armor. Apply 10 poison. I think we have too many break armor effects already, and it seems dissynergistic to have way too many. Because you can only break the armor so often. Sometimes the units don't even reapply the armor, you know? I kind of like this Foul Wound idea. I think that's an interesting one. But anywho, I mean, let's just do one more combat here, and then we'll probably call it for this first episode. Like I said, this is going to be a longer campaign. Think more like Grifflands, less like Slay the Spire. It's going to be more like that. Oh boy, yeah. So yeah, we need to play you a lot more defensively, and I think that should be easy to do. He gains pacified if I play this, which means he can't play any more cards. I think that's fine. I just really need to protect you. Especially since, yeah, you're taking 2 damage. 2 attacks. More than 2 damage. I gotta say, this really sucks. This draw is terrible. We pretty much just have to waste our turn. That is so bad. Oh god, that's garbage. We drew 2 attacks with this character, but we really want to keep him alive. So that's already kind of screwing us over a little bit. That play there that I've done by not healing. Whoa boy, that's now that's a much different hand right there. Deal weapon damage. See, if I flurry to do the weapon damage, and then we could shrapnel really easily. Let's do Flurry. That puts him at 1, so we can easily break into... But first, you do strategy, because I think you'll be the one that I'll move the most with. All right. It's a decent chunk. It's a decent chunk indeed. He's not... Oh, he is dead. He is dead. He is dead. Did I make him vulnerable or what? Oh, wait. This character's patient. At the start of their turn, if they have any will, you draw an extra card. Oh. That's nice. Oh, my God. You are... Why are they focusing so much? Do they know? Do they know about action economy? I guess they know about action economy. Oh, yikes, dude. He is gaining armor, and you're... Okay, okay. Do we have any multi-strike? We don't have any multi-strike. Oh, but we could potentially get it. No. No. Okay, still could. No! You've got foul. You're the one with foul wound. Okay. It doesn't do damage. Next time the character attacks, or for every attack in a multi-attack, the damage is increased. You better not. You better not. You better not use the charger. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. Womp. And then they'll take the poison there. They'll take poison again. Truthfully, just kind of stank. Get in the back. So nobody should be getting attacked there at all. Just kind of apply the armor liberally and freely around everywhere. So the 3 damage is ticking down. Does 3 this turn, 2 next turn, 1 next turn, unless we apply more bleed. And this does 5 this turn, then 6 next turn. Pretty dang nice. We got the Great Sword. Great Sword. I think I would like to do this Fury situation. You know what? Let's use you to prep. Let's use you to prep. It's 12 damage. It's gonna break, but then we can't do shrapnel, or we can do shrapnel. It's just gonna like kind of suck a little bit. It's fine. I'm actually not too worried about this fight anymore. I think we're A-okay. We probably could have done it in a better way. A-okay, could have done it in a better way. You... I don't like taking damage, but it's not gonna matter. Yeah, this is gonna be 3 moves in a row that are used improperly, but it just doesn't matter. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. You fool! Doesn't matter. Oh, we took 20 because he has charge. That got me last time, too. Oh, boy. All right. Gain armor equal to the total armor of adjacent characters on rank. Wow, okay, so adjacent characters on rank. So that means in the middle, the person, if they're in the middle of the rank, the person above and below them. Otherwise, if they're on the top, it's only the person below them. If they're on the bottom, it's only the person above them. I think that we're good on that at the moment. Who leveled up? Bear, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, what do you got? Whenever this character gains armor, gain an extra 5. Start each combat with +2 will. Oh, wow. I mean, that's pretty good. Whenever this character is healed, they gain additional 5 vitality. I like the impervious, an ounce of prevention's worth a pound of cure kind of situation. But that is actually going to be where we call it here for today. If you enjoyed the video, especially since this is part 1 of this series, hit the like button, and hey, leave a comment if you have something to say about the game, what you like, what you don't like. You can get it yourself with the link in the description, but I very much enjoyed this game. It's an early access. You can pick it up with the link down below in the description. It's been Banners of Ruin, and that's going to do it. Thank you for watching. If you don't know who I am, I'm Retromation. I play roguelikes and more every single day. If you enjoy this game, or roguelikes in general, I toot my own horn, and I think I'm a pretty decent channel to subscribe to it, because I can show you all kinds of really cool new ones. Like really curated ones that I think are awesome and very solid. So check out the channel, roguelikes and more every single day. This will be daily for a bit, as long as you guys are here to support it. So thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.